So let's take a moment or two and arrive where we are. Carl Jung used to say that flying wasn't really good for us because our souls got spread out behind us for hundreds and hundreds of miles. And that we arrived someplace from a fast trip, we had to wait while our souls caught up with us, like the wake catches up with a boat when it stops. So let's let our wake catch up with us as we stop here for a little while to go inside and perhaps down into the waters we rest upon. And you all know the pathway inside very well. And I'm sure you all have your own trail markers as to how to go down and in. The longest journey any human ever makes, the 18 inches down from their head into their hearts. And I want to invite you gently to allow yourselves to settle back into that. And maybe you can allow your eyes to settle back and rest back into your skull. Start to allow things to sort of fall off of you as you go into the inner world. Maybe noticing all your parts, checking with them. Just saying, hi everybody. Today we want to go in. See if everybody's okay with that. If they're not, you just stay with your parts. They're more important than any old meditation. But if everybody's ready and willing in there, what we're going to work with today is letting go in as radical a way as we can. And maybe you could start by just letting go of all those little worries that you're holding and everything else that won't matter tomorrow. Like putting gas in the car, and how your clothes are fitting, all those things. So much of that. Maybe just with an exhale, you can let it all go. It won't matter tomorrow. And then a slightly deeper layer, you can just start letting go and exhaling all the things that won't matter next week. This won't affect the essence of who you are at all. Actually, it might free it. And with an exhale, I don't need to hold that now. I can settle down into the deep waters inside me. Relax, let go. All the things that won't matter next week. We can also go farther with this, letting go of everything that won't matter 6 months from now. For many of us, this is the vast majority of what fills our minds. For a little while now, we can just open our hands and let that fall away. We can come back and pick it up later, but for now, we can let that go. I like to let go with an exhale. There's some people who let go with an inhale. As that new breath fills them, it lets all the stuff go. I don't know how it is for you. And then maybe let go of everything you won't need in 2 years. Now it starts getting a little more serious. It might be a little harder to open your hands and let go of all of that. And everything you won't need in 5 years. There's so much we carry with us. It's a very temporary value. And who we are seems to be eternal. And as we let go more and more deeply, the truth of that can become clear, or you can at least explore it and see what's true deep inside of you. As you let go of everything that won't matter 5 years from now, are you still there? Or were you those things that were so temporary? And now I want to ask you in your inner worlds to go find a place where you can lay down on the earth under the sky, not inside any human-made structure. I don't know if you'll be under the trees or in an open field, by the waters or up on a mountain. Some place where it feels appropriate to let your body lay down now. And as you settle, find your place, feel the welcome of the earth. And you know that the force of gravity, you could experience that as Earth's attraction for you, her love for you, her constant welcome of you. You could let that gravity pull you gently down until you're laying comfortably on the earth under the sky, not in any human structures. All human structures are very recent compared to being on the earth and under the sky. You're actually in a realm now that goes back billions and billions of years, at least. So if you're willing and ready, you could now let go of everything that won't matter in 20 years. This might be most of what you know. And then you can let go of everything that won't matter in 100 years, when your physical life is over. You might notice your body starting to dissolve around you. All the tissues melting and sinking down into earth. Letting go, cell after cell, letting go of the cells beside it. Dissolve, 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 like a sugar cube in a glass of water. It can just dissolve easily, effortlessly. All the tissues go away, and then the bones of your skeleton can sort of rest and settle more and more deeply into the earth, and perhaps roll to one side as all the ligaments let go. Dissolve, 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 let go, let go, let go. And even the bone can start to turn to dust and blow in the wind and be scattered on the earth around you. It is always a good thing to practice dying. And you might notice that as you're letting go all of this, you're still there. And all this letting go makes more room for who you really are and the vastness of who you are. You might look at the sky above you and realize that's who I am. And the earth beneath you, that's who I am. And let yourself experience the vast depths of who you are. What is it like to perceive the world from the vastness of the sky and to know this is who I truly am? Can be a little scary to some parts, but also very often people hear or sense a hum or some distant music of some kind that lets them know they belong here. And even this expanded state, you can let go of this and expand out into the darknesses of interstellar space, where you can directly extend out into billions and billions of years of history and billions of years of future. And just keep letting go and letting go. And each thing you're able to let go of makes more room for who you really are to shine forth. Sometimes people in these expanded states can hear the still, quiet voice they never could hear when they were carrying all the burdens of their daily lives. Sometimes that still, quiet voice provides a song or melody, sometimes some words. Sometimes we're given images or smells, or like a fresh breeze with the scent of a pine forest or the scent of the sea. Great spaciousness, luminosity, compassion. I don't think there's an upper limit to how vast we can allow ourselves to become. I don't think there's an upper limit to the amount of life force we can allow to pulse and vibrate through us in our vastness. There's a word from Jewish mysticism that I like for these expanded states. The splendor, the splendor, the splendor. It's available to all of us, even if we're in a jail cell. But it requires profound letting go. Opening your hands and letting go. And when you're ready, start to inhale yourself back together. Slowly and gently, no effort is needed. Coming back gently and slowly, sinking back into your body, into this rather small container. Like putting an ocean into a teacup. Doesn't seem possible some days. Falling back in, the bones coming back together, the flesh coalescing around the bones. And perhaps there, wherever you are out in nature, you can experience yourself sitting up and feeling the freshness of the world around you. Sometimes people see animals with them or hear birds song. I don't know how it will be for you. And then coming back into your heart today, here, where you sit or lie, thanking all your parts for allowing you to let go as much as you did, and reminding them it's always a good thing to practice dying, welcoming them all back in. And then when you're ready, making that journey back up from your heart into your brain, into your mind, that long, winding trail. And many people find that a few deep breaths help them come back in a gentle, sweet, and easy way.